Welcome to the implementation strategy PowerPoint where we'll discuss how we can now move forward in launching our product and setting up our company in India. Our product is designed to be an entry level automatic washing machine. We were looking for simple features, and we'll do this in a standard aluminum instead of the common stainless steel that you might see with the upgraded machines here in the United States. The idea behind that entry level is a lot of people are just starting to get washing machines in India, and also the group that we're targeting is the group that's kind of coming from the poverty level into the middle class level, where these entry level machines are going to be the machines they're more interested in purchasing, as opposed to these really nice machines. The product quality will still be there, but the price and the demographics we're going over is that entry level section. So as we look at setting up our product and importing it into India, we decided we would actually import a finished good instead of importing pieces of the washing machine and then trying to build it in India. We found that we could import the whole machine. There was tariffs on this section, and pretty hefty tariffs at around 30%. There was a couple different sourcing companies that we saw that we could go with. The one we decided to go with was the Sirichok and Import Export Company, and they're out of Thailand. Now, one of the big things of why we decided to go with them is Thailand is part of the ASEAN um, trade network where we can save 30% on tariffs by importing and exporting out of that country. So that was really a piece that we really liked about them. All things given between them and the other companies, quality, pricing was all similar, but that 30% savings on tariffs by being able to use a company out of Thailand was huge. Now, when it comes to actually launching and getting our business set up there in India, we saw a couple different ways we could go. Was kind of a joint venture by partnering with another company or doing an acquisition, looking for maybe a small mom and pop type of company that might exist already, which mom and pop companies are very common in India. What we thought would be best was actually a joint venture, finding another company, and not technically a compliance company, but another company that's been established in India and knows how to work in India, has a lot of knowledge and advice on connecting with people, setting up the manufacturing, finding locations, connecting with the retailers. So that joint venture was very appealing to us. Now, some risks we saw with this joint venture uh, model would be that there's two different cultures trying to run one company, and that could be really tricky, as well as the legal battles that we could get into, and having legal battles between us and a company from India with the India court systems did make us a little bit nervous. Some plans that we have to mitigate that would be we plan to split the management responsibilities. Since this company really knows how to run business in India, we thought, okay, we're going to let them kind of operate at the ground level operations. However, we would like to look over the high level business operations when it comes to maybe which companies we will be working with for the sourcing and manufacturing, some of the high level finance uh, and marketing decisions. We would like to be involved in those as well, and help run those. Now, in our bioanalysis, one of the things that stood out to us is we believe we're providing something that's of high value. We think about what it would be like to not have your washing machine. There's a lot of high value and time and energy savings. And energy, we're more thinking on physical energy that people are putting forth and trying to wash clothes. It's really hard work. And so, there's a lot of time and energy savings there. Rareness, our product is still very rare. In India, less than 9% of the population have this product. And it's a relatively new product that's continuing to take off. I think of it as, an iPod 10 to 15 years ago. Very few people have it, and all of a sudden, man, the iPod, iPad, iPhone just exploded, and everybody has one, or at least a high population. Can people imitate our products? Yes, it can be. Appliances as a whole can be um, imitated. We're really just trying to be able to be one of the first ones to market. But this piece is very much taking off, and so we want to be there as it takes off. We do believe there's a competitive advantage to our product where the value and the rareness can be very, very good for us as we move forward. Looking at our competitors, there are already some very large companies that have launched and started selling uh, washing machines in India. We have the LG and the Samsung types of companies that are selling and are doing pretty well. One area of weakness we see is those brands really are kind of geared towards the um, a different section than that we're looking at. We're looking at people that are just coming out of poverty, getting into that middle class, where those brands maybe are selling for people that are middle to higher class washing machines. So we believe that we can still hit a niche market of looking at those people that are just starting to be interested in washing machines, maybe can't afford the best one, and are looking for an alternate product to what these LG and Samsung type of companies are offering. The other piece is we believe that by partnering with someone in um, as a joint venture, that we can come off as a company that is kind of grassroots and a mom and pop type of company that people might want to do more business with and trust more, since we have that Indian connection. As I've mentioned before, with our target market, we are looking at that middle class section. Although this is just a small section, there's still over 50 million people in that section in India. So this is still a large group that we can target. As we've developed um, our brand name is Mahan Dhoni, and that is Hindi for Great Wash. The packaging, we plan to have pictures of Hindu gods on our packaging. For a lot of us, that would feel very weird and maybe not respectful. That is a sign of good luck and respect to be able to put those images on packages as they're shipping, and then we have an example of our logo as well. For our sales and distribution strategy, we'd really like to get into the retail market by getting our product into some of these um, smaller retail areas. The Hindu market often supports a lot of smaller retail shops, and so getting our product there and connecting with those retailers is a place that we really think that we can continue to move some washing machines. With our goal to appear as a grassroots company with a lot of ties to India and from India, we plan to market on television advertising and through print media. Surprisingly, of being able to use, our commercials is very popular there, and being able to just put our ad in a paper is still very popular. Print media reaches 70% of the adults in those urban areas. So we're talking a lot of people are still reading print media and receiving that. So that's an area that we would like to go. And so we're not looking for anything too flashy in our promotion strategy, more coming off as a grassroots company in India and from India. So part of our advertisement for one of our commercials is to show kind of the dynamic of on one side we have someone washing by hand, on the other side we have someone putting their clothes in the washing machine. Then you follow this person as one person still washing their clothes by hand. Now this mom is cooking instead of having to worry about it because her clothes are in the washing machine. Mom on the left is still working on that. Mom on the right is now reading a book with her son, being able to enjoy her time instead of spending it on washing clothes. Again, mom on the left is still washing. Mom on the right is pulling her clothes out of the washer. And then we have our brand logo there and a saying of "We value your time, your energy, and you." For our pricing strategy, there's a Whirlpool option out there, and so we're looking at going just below that. So this would be one of the less expensive products on the market. For our HR staffing plan, we're looking at a geocentric, which is the best qualified person will fill a position, whether they are from the US or from India. For our compensation, we are looking at a pretty generous compensation plan between our health insurances, retirement, and doing a cost of living adjustment for any of our employees that come over from the US to live there. The way we decide to structure this company is we will have a general manager, and that will be an expatriate employee that we would like to have more than likely from the US, representing a lot of our ideas and values, and being able to connect and be a liaison with us. So that will be at the general manager role. The sales manager, we believe this should be a geocentric hire, whoever is best for the job. Most important is that they know how to sell in India. Underneath the sales manager, we'll have 2 sales representatives. Again, those are geocentric hires. On the operations side, we would like to have operations manager, another geocentric hire. Most importantly is that they know, the accounting, the pipeline management of getting our products from our manufacturers to the retailers, and then an office representative and a delivery driver. Both of those we would want to go with a local hire. We don't feel like that has to be a geocentric hire on that section. Local hire makes sense. So with this is how we plan to take our product and launch it and establish a company. Been very grateful for this opportunity and look forward to continuing to move it forward. Thank you.